up? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Madison and you should definitely click that little red subscribe button down below. So in today's video, as you can tell by the title, this is 13 tips about the Disney College program. Now this is what I've learned so far. I've only been here since January. It is now April. I guess you could say I'm not qualified to do this, but the couple times that I have sat down and just talked to you guys, I have gotten a lot of good feedback and you guys have asked for more videos about stuff like this. So here I am to tell you 13 tips that I've learned so far. Now I'm gonna make 2 disclaimers. I make them in every video, so if you've been here for a while, you're probably like, stop saying this. The first one is, yes, I did just get off work. That's why my hair looks like this. It was raining, so it's real messy. And then my hair is in a hat, the usual, and I'm in a t-shirt. If you ever see a video of me just sitting down and I'm looking like this, it's probably because I just got off work because I don't have time to film before work. So here we are. And the second thing is that I do have a list of things on my phone, which I usually do. So if you see me looking down, you know why. So the first tip that I have is just to be calm. What I mean by that is that coming into your Disney College program, you're gonna be very anxious. If you're like me, nervous, don't know what to think, like, oh my gosh, will I like it? Will I like my work location? What if I don't get with my roommates? There's all those questions waiting to be answered. Just be calm. I promise it'll all work out for the better. So if you're kind of in that state right now, just be calm. Everything's gonna be okay. Everything's gonna work out. The second tip that I have is that if you can bring your car, or if you have a car, bring it if you can. And I know that this isn't ideal for a lot of people. I do know people who have come literally from West Coast, like California, Washington, Oregon, to here, and like that's a long way to ship your car. That's a long way to drive. I'm from Texas. I did ship my car, which was a pretty penny, let me tell you, but it's been great having my car just because I can leave when I want to. I can go to places if I need to. Again, I know that it's not ideal necessarily to bring your car if you're from far away, or if you don't have a car, it's not a big deal, but for me, I've just found that very helpful. So if you can bring your car, bring your car. 3, this is pretty self-explanatory, get a magic band. For the first couple months, I used my park ticket, and I just find it a lot easier to have my magic band on me, on my wrist. You can also have your park ticket, obviously, in itself. I keep that in my wallet just in case I want to go to the parks after work, but having a magic band has been very helpful, and I'm pretty sure that that's really self-explanatory, but I would definitely get a magic band. Number 4 is take your lunch to work. I'm pretty sure I mentioned this in a previous video. It's just a lot easier to pack it either in the morning or at night. It will add up if you're eating out every day. So that's my best tip, is bring your lunch to work and bring snacks, because if you're there for a long time, you will get hungry, you will get hangry. I'm pretty sure I mentioned that before too. But just bring your lunch to work, bring snacks to work. It just works out for the better, I promise. Tip number 5 is be early to everything. And I'm telling you that I'm a very early person in general, so this wasn't really a shock to me, but just be early. A lot of the times you will find yourself slipping behind schedule, or you'll find yourself, oh, just one more minute, like 1 more minute of sleep. Seriously, be early. Leave early. I leave an hour early, even an hour and a half early for work every day. I would rather be there sitting in the parking lot for about 15 to 20 minutes than be running 15 to 20 minutes late, because those late calls, they add up. I don't have experience from that, but I know people that do. So I'm just telling you, be on time. Not even be on time, be early. Literally just be early. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Be early. Tip number 6 is bring your Blue ID and your housing ID. Have it on you at all times. This will make more sense if you get here, if you're an incoming CP, but your Blue ID is basically your Disney ID. So it's like, to get into like your work location, you may have to scan it, or you're gonna have to show it at the front, or you're gonna have to show it to parking or whatnot. And not even for work, like just have it in general. Like even if you're not going to work, just have it on you. It's easiest, it's best, I promise. Your housing ID, if you are a CP, always have that on you. You need that to get in housing, you need that to like walk around housing. I haven't had experience with anybody like a security guard asking me if I'm like walking around housing, hey, do you have your ID? I've never had experience with that. I know people who have. So at all times, just have your Blue ID or your Blue ID and your housing ID. Number 7 is put your room number on your mail. Whenever you're ordering a package or someone's sending you a letter or whatever, always put your room number on there. I had an issue where I ordered it to my apartment complex but didn't put my room number on there. So like, let's say my room number is 1234. Always put like Madison Lewis, blah, 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 address, number 1234. So that way they know where to take it or to put it on your doorstep, because sometimes they do put packages on your doorstep. It's just easier, it makes more sense. That's probably really like self-explanatory. You're probably like, why are you telling me this? I just have experience of my things getting lost. So always put your apartment number or your room number on your mail. Number 8 is always going with an open mind. I've mentioned this before, but you may not be too hyped up about your work location. I know I wasn't when I came in, and I hate myself for saying that because I love where I work. It's the best thing ever. But don't let other people's view of certain locations dictate how you're gonna feel about it. That's all I can say. For me as a character attendant, I have heard bad things about certain locations. Those locations happen to be my favorites. So just go in with an open mind. Everybody's different. If you go in with a positive attitude, it will work out for you. Number 9 is always have your rain gear. I have learned that Florida is very, very unpredictable. Around 4 o'clock every day, it has been getting like kind of dark or cloudy, and 90% of the time it will rain. You can't control that. Just because you look at the forecast that morning and it says it's going to be sunny, that doesn't mean you shouldn't bring your rain gear. Your rain gear should always, always, always be in your work bag or whatever in your car. I don't know, whatever floats your boat. But I know that I have run into it once or twice where I didn't have my rain gear, so I'm just standing out there in my costume and it's just pouring down rain on me. Or not like not just standing out there, but if I'm walking around and it starts raining, like I have no way to control that. So just always have your rain gear. It's gonna work out the best. Number 10 is don't use your GPS to get to the parks. This may be different for other people, but I know at the beginning, me and my roommates had a lot of trouble with like typing in Epcot, and it took us to like cast parking, which like you can't really get in to the parks through cast parking, you know? It would like, a couple times it literally like tried to take me to like the Epcot, like Spaceship Earth. Like it literally would try to take me there, and obviously you can't get there doing that. So I would just say from housing or from wherever you are, just type in like Walt Disney World, get on property, and then just follow the signs, because that's gonna take you to like the guest accessible areas rather than the cast parking or backstage. That's not where you wanna be if you wanna just go play in the parks. Number 11 is get a fuel rod, and you're probably like, what the heck is that? A fuel rod is this bad boy, so it just looks like this. And it is a charger, and you're probably like, well, I have a charger, like why do I need one? These you can buy in any of the parks. So what you do is you go find a fuel rod station. I'll just use the Big Top Souvenirs in Magic Kingdom back in Storybook Circus. That's where I bought mine. So if you go in there, there's a little kiosk, and these are all around the parks. You just have to look for them. A little kiosk, and it says fuel rod. So what you can do is you just buy it. It's $30, which seems like a lot. It's $30, a one-time fee. And from then on, you can replace this and recharge it at any time in any park. I know that there's there's one in Discovery Island Mercantile, I think, or Discovery Trading Company in Animal Kingdom. So like, let's say you buy this in Magic Kingdom. Oh, I'm in Hollywood Studios, my phone's about to die, I need to charge my phone. Go find a fuel rod station, put it in, swap it, and a new one will come out and it's fully charged and it'll charge your phone. I'm telling you, it's the best $30 I've ever spent. So definitely, definitely, definitely invest in a fuel rod. Number 12 I have on here is don't let others influence you, which I literally just touched on that. I would just say for everything, be open-minded. Don't let people influence you, whether that be a crappy work location or like, I don't know. I put that on here twice, so I don't know, I guess that's really important. Don't let others influence you. That's number 12 and 8. Well, 8 is open mind, but you guys understand what I'm saying. And number 13, the last tip I'm gonna say for this video, is bring a change of clothes to work. I cannot stress this enough. This has helped me out in so many ways. Whenever I first started, I didn't bring a change of clothes, and it kinda was not fun because, like, let's say at the time in the morning, I didn't have plans to go to the parks after, but after work, I'm like, oh my gosh, I really, really wanna go. I wanna meet up with some friends. You have to go all the way back to housing, change your clothes, and then come all the way back, which like, that's a lot of gas. Like it's like 7-ish miles, but still like that's a lot to drive. So always keep a change of clothes in your car, in your bag, whatever. And like today it was raining, so my costume was all wet. So I just changed before I had to go to my car, and it was nice being able to drive home dry. You never know if you'll want to go like to Chick-fil-A after if you want to go grab a bite to eat, or if you want to go to the parks or whatnot. Just always have a change of clothes. I don't bring a change of shoes just because I wear tennis shoes to work, so I kind of look a little crazy with my crew socks and my black shoes, but it's better than just going out with my blue polo and my khakis. So that is all for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I just kind of wanted to share a few tips that I have because I have been getting a lot of questions about things that I've learned since I've been here. I hope this video helped you guys out. I'm gonna go make my dinner, so I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!